Okay, so for those of you maybe who are new or who don't know who I am, welcome. We're super excited to have you. Seriously, best decision that I think a lot of us could say, yes, we made. So we're excited for you. You can literally do whatever you want with this business. And so that's the kind of cool thing with it. And so for those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarah O'Connell. I'm an ambassador diamond. I've been with our company for over 8 years, which is so crazy. And I say this all the time because I remember one of my fears when I started was like, well, how long does something like this last? What if you run out of people? Well, I'm just here to tell you, you don't. When you learn how to network and when you just continuously learn, I promise you there are enough people for you to do this business forever and ever. Amen. Okay. So super cool. And we are just going to kick off what is going on in October. This is such a special time of the year in this business. And this is something I did not know my first year. So you are going to hear me say it over and over and over again, right? And I always tell people success is not somebody who just knows everything, has all the right people, their life is perfect. Like, you know, it just doesn't look like that. So the thing is though, that's really stinking cool is that you have an incredible tribe behind you. We are all learning by doing. Sometimes that means you learn by things that don't work, or you learn by, you know, maybe it takes you a little longer than you wished it would have to learn. So one of the things that I learned in this business my first year was how important this season, starting here from September all the way through January, truly is in your business. Because I'm telling you, what comes in January, if you can line yourself up and you can stay focused right now with where you're at, and you might have to niche down, you guys. You might have to really get disciplined, and you're going to have to, you know, maybe be a little bit more organized than you're used to. And that's okay. I promise you, you will never regret doing that or giving time or telling your time where to go. Because at the end of the day, Vanessa has the same 24 hours that I have. Bree and I, we have the same 24 hours, right? So really, we got to prioritize what is important to us, what keeps us moving in the right direction for us to get what we want out of life, because we have full control to do that right here, right? And then from there, you guys, you might say no to some things, but you're also going to say yes to a lot more things. And that's the thing that I think is so cool. So I'm going to tell you to learn from me that this is not a time to sit down. And if there's any time to run and really just commit to where you are, to every single day, whatever it is that you have to give to this business, do it. Okay. I can promise you committing 30 minutes here or 45 minutes here, but doing that every single day instead of like all of a sudden committing the last 6 days of the month, you are going to be so much further. And so it's this little snippets of working, you guys, that gets you to Ruby, that gets you to Diamond, that gets you to Ambassador after years and years, you know, whatever it may be. So that's the cool thing with this. So right now, you guys, if there is a time, get yourself where you are learning, you are growing, you are fulfilling, or you feel fulfilled, I should say. And I'm going to tell you, the momentum that you're gaining together as a team that you get to pour gas on come January, you can literally change your life in 6 months. Okay. Like I am seriously telling you, it can be a huge, massive game changer. And you might be like, well, Sarah, I haven't really jumped in, or I haven't really made a whole lot of money. Okay. But that's a choice, right? And that's a choice that you can make right now. So here's the thing. We have 3 more months left of 2020. And I always tell people, just revisit what you were truly wanting for this year. Now, let's be honest, there's always going to be like wrenches thrown at us. This might be like an axe that got thrown this year. I'm not really sure what we want to call this, but it's okay. We are here. We're on a Zoom. We are standing, and we still have a lot that we have to work with. And you guys, if anything, we have more tools than we ever have to find success and to make our goals happen in this business. Okay. So I always tell people, visit what you truly wanted. See where you're at. You might see that you've crossed some things up. You might see that you've already had to make new goals. You might see that maybe you're sitting on a goal because you're nervous about it. Here's the thing. The best thing that I can tell you is if you can learn to self-reflect, I am telling you, you will feel so much more powerful within, and you will realize that a lot of the power that we give to like the outside stuff, whether it be people, whether it be just things happening in life, they really don't take that away from you. Okay. And that's the cool thing, because I always tell people, I'm like, what's the way to say it? I guess like you have the choice to be able to do what you want with those things. Okay. So the thing is that I always said, like, if I was falling short somewhere, you can usually figure out a little bit where, if you're honest with yourself. You can say, you know, maybe I have had a hard time getting loyal customers. Okay. But yet Bree's been telling me for 3 months to try host a post, and I just still haven't done it because I'm so dang scared that I don't know what to do with every single conversation. Guess what, girlfriend? Start host a post. Like, we don't tell you to do certain things because it's not working, right? So don't put off the thing that can get you the results that you're just like dying to have. Okay. So be comfortable getting uncomfortable. We have all been there. We are all there at many moments in our business. And I promise you, you're going to find, like, dang it, that's my sweet spot. And I was missing it because I had to grow a little bit, or I kind of had to rip the Band-Aid off. And the things that I truly was scared of, really, there's nothing to be scared of, right? So evaluate and self-reflect where you're at with that. Inspect what you're expecting. I say this all the time. This does not only apply in this business, this applies everywhere, okay? So there's many times, you guys, that people feel discouraged, and I'm like, wait a second. Like, you don't get to just deem yourself not good at this, or you don't get to deem yourself that I'm not good at enrolling distributors. Like, let's talk about this. Like, how many people have you invited? Oh, 5? Girlfriend, that's not enough. Like, that's not enough, you know? So you can't think like you're going to be diamond, but you've only asked 5 people. No, like, it just doesn't add up, right? Look how many people are on a diamond map. The other thing is we know not everybody's going to say yes, right? So we have to think, like, if you are looking at a Ruby map maybe, and there's 3 people on it, you might have to ask 20 people. That's okay. Guess what? A no is also not forever. A no can also turn into a host to post, which can turn into loyal customers. A no can be a fear that we don't even know that they have. Well, guess what? If they all listen our host to posting and get in a free entry into our drawing, they might realize that their people do want this. And then they kind of get real with themselves, and they're like, yeah, I actually do want the extra money. Okay. So really, you guys, inspect what you're expecting, because sometimes when there's discouragement, it has no reflection on who you are, but it is, or what you think you lack, quote unquote. But you guys, really, it is, your actions are not equaling what you want your results to be. It's not enough. That you're not the 2, you're trying to get to 4. So, 2 plus 2, but you're trying to add 2 plus 0 to get to 4. It's never going to happen. Right? So I always tell people, just sit back, self-reflect, take a deep breath, and understand, dang it, well, maybe I was falling short because I just wasn't being consistent. Or maybe there were days where I was working really hard, but that wasn't a pace I could maintain, and then I fell off for 7 days, right? So just be honest with yourself. You guys, we can always tweak things, and I am tweaking things every single month. Every single month, I am changing things around, okay? So we have so many awesome things. I want to tell you guys, something that I love doing is running reports, and I can see how many lives that we are changing between loyal customers and distributors. And I always bring this out. Again, this is totally a mindset check for everybody. And it kind of is like how you're wired, which is funny because some people will be, again, like, discouraged, or other people will be like, gosh, dang it. Like, if there's that many people that our team is enrolling and helping start businesses, like, those people are going to be some of my people next month or this month or whatever it is. Okay. So here's the thing. We helped 11,231 people. So broken down, we helped 1,808 new distributors start their business. And then we helped almost 9,500 loyal customers. You guys, like, if I can't tell you that people want what this business has to offer, and 2, they want the products that we have, and the price is right for the quality that we have of our products, like, these numbers speak volume. That's why I love numbers. Numbers are a lot more black and white than just saying, trust me, so many people want these products, right? I mean, we helped, that's almost 9,500 new people start with our products. That is not even our existing loyal customers, okay? So remember, when you go to tell yourself, or you're short selling yourself, which we are going to just stop and take a deep breath and not do that, right? You have to wire yourself to not think like that. I want you to realize that there are people wanting this, and the people who are offering it, and they are showing up consistently, and they are showing up excited, and they are plugging people in. They are finding the people. They are getting the people. They're helping the people. Okay. So know that with those numbers, do not settle for a lie. Please do not do that to yourself, because you said yes to this opportunity for a reason. You are here for a reason. Like, let's see it through. Like, let's do it and do more. Okay. So, super cool thing. And I'm going to have you guys actually, you know what? There's a quote that I was going to share with you. It says, "You're not a failure for not being where you think you quote unquote should be." Seriously, like, I can't tell you that enough. There are so many times, you guys, I was almost triple diamond 5 months in, and it took, for whatever happened, life happened with people, team happens, business happens, whatever it is, it took me another, I want to say, I wish I knew the exact time, but it took like another almost like year to go triple diamond from when I thought I was going to go. And then it's like, if I would have sat that out or been like, well, I failed because I didn't go in the month that I thought I was going to go, you guys, I would be missing out on a whole freaking lot. Okay. So just know you are not a failure for not being where you think you quote unquote should be. Okay. You get to make the decision that you can show up every single day and you're going to go hard this month. And guess what? It might put you where you want it to be. And you aren't going to be upset compared to if you took the latter route and were like, I'm not good at this, I'm just not going to be here. You're going to be like, gosh dang it. No, it took me a little bit longer, but guess what? It's also going to be a part of who you are as a leader, and you're going to be able to give some insight to some people who are in the same situation you've been in. Okay. So if there's any time, like sometimes when you're in the muck of the muck or you feel like you're stuck, you're like, this isn't fun, you know, but guess what? When you make the decision to continue to move forward, no matter what, and fight forward, you're going to have a lot to give to the people on your team who hit the same spot you have at some point in their business. It might not be the same time as you, but it will come at some point. Okay. So we are here to grow together. We are going to hold each other accountable. And so here's the thing. I want you to get your phone. There's a super cool thing that we are doing that they are totally amping up our loyal customer program. Okay. So if you go to on your phone, itworks.com and then /loyal, you are going to see it pull things up. Okay, so we are adding in a new gold status, and which starts now. And even though it says November 1st, it's actually starting now. And our customers are getting emails and that type of thing. And the platinum status will start November 1st. Okay, but this is super cool. So I want you guys to see on here. So we are going to have the same exact thing that we always have had, right? So our loyal customers can join. There's no fee if they do the minimum of the 3 months, okay? But what's super cool is on the 4th month that they proceed to have an auto ship, they unlock gold status. And what does that mean? You can see it on here. So they continue to get 40% off their auto ship orders. Any additional orders, one-time orders that they're putting in, you guys, they get an automatic 10% off. So like when if they are doing orders outside of their BOGO, then that's what they would be getting. They now, from then on, start getting free shipping on every single auto ship order. So right now, you guys know that anything over $99 gets free shipping. When they are on that 4th order of their loyal customer of their auto ship, they are now going to get free shipping from then on out. So it just stays like that. They're going to get gifts with select auto ships. They get 50% coupon for birthdays, anniversaries, and early access to different products and sales or new product launches that we have. Okay. So you can see all of that on there. It is so stinking cool, you guys. And you're going to start noticing that you're a customer. So a lot of them are grandfathered in. So if say you're like, well, what about my loyal customer that's like, you know, been a loyal customer forever? She's in. Like she's getting grandfathered in. Like they're not discrediting it. They're not like, oh, they started October 1st, so you have to have 4 more orders to unlock this. Like they're going to start getting it now. So stinking cool. And then there's also the platinum order or the platinum status as well. And I think that one, hold on. I actually just got a whole thing. Yeah, so this one, and if you scroll down, the platinum one, completing the loyal customer agreements, that's just the 3 month of orders, right? And they have 8 orders of any type for a combined order total of $300 plus in a rolling 12-month period. You guys, like there are people that are going to hit that who are getting like BOGO orders or things like that. They could hit that in literally like 4 or 5 months. So cool. So then you can go see everything that they're getting, right? They get an additional 25% off one-time orders, obviously free shipping. They get gifts. They also, so on the 4th auto ship, when they're starting to run the 4th auto ship, you will see that they're starting to send samples and gifts with some of their stuff. So really, really cool, because the truth is that loyal customers are the bread and butter of our business, right? Loyal customers, we have so many people that we help fall in love with our products, and these products change their life, that they become distributors. And they're some of the best distributors, literally the best, because they're all passion, they're all love for the product, and they're just ready to rock, right? So they just jump right in. Is it just for loyals? Yes. Yes, so it's going to be for loyals. So again, when you go back and you look through that, if you have loyals that have done like a fourth auto ship or things like that, they're going to tell them, it's just like automated in the system, and they would let them know like you have gold status or you're this and this is what you've unlocked. So I can see that people are already getting emails. You guys may have already gotten some as well. I want to show you what this kind of looks like. Okay, can you see this? It says, congratulations, you've unlocked gold status. And then, so I got this today. If you haven't checked your email, maybe check it, because it might show us like kind of just different things that you're getting. So, and then it will tell you just exactly what we talked about, like the perks that they would be getting, what they're getting. The cool thing is like, so this one, they're giving a sample defining gel. I love that they're also sharing what these products do in before and afters. You guys, we use that to build our business all the time. Like, we know pictures speak loud, right? It shows people, like, we get to tell people what the products do, but pictures show people how our products work, right? So that's the cool thing. So they even have that all added in there. Okay, so that is the new update on the loyal customer program. So neat. Announcements. Okay, so we talk about important time, holiday. You guys, cash for Christmas. That's what I want you to keep thinking to yourself, for your new people, for anybody. Okay, this is the time where people usually are like, people could use some extra money, right? Whether they need it or not, I can promise you people would know what to do with it if they had it. Like, that's what it comes down to, right? So this is something where I remember my first year in, I was like, you know, I maybe wasn't where I wanted to be or thought I should be. Like, so funny that we were talking about this, and was just like, oh, okay, right? And I hadn't even been to a conference yet. We'll talk about conference too. But the thing is, I hadn't even been to a conference yet. But I remember really loud and clear when my commissions were hitting, I'm like, you realize like that just paid for like what you normally spend at Christmas. You realize that like your fast start bonuses just paid for you to do fun holiday activities, and it didn't even touch your checking account. Like, you're not even having to pick up extra shifts to cover any of this. Like, your business is covering all of this stuff. I mean, that is like a game changer. Okay, so this is where the banquet bonuses are coming in, and they don't usually do this. So the cool thing is I want you guys to really take some serious advantage of it. Okay, so first time diamonds, it doesn't matter how long you have been in, but if you are gonna go diamond this month, and this is the first time hitting it, you would get an $8,000 bonus. Now, hear me out. I want to tell you guys, if you are going for any bonus, I don't care if it's $300, I don't care if it's $50,000, I don't care what it is. This is your business. You need to be logging into eSuite, and you need to make sure that you print off the rules and that you don't miss anything that you need to qualify for this bonus, okay? That is not anybody else's job but yours, okay? So anytime that I'm going for a bonus, anytime that I am going for a new promotion, you guys, I have my maps out. I know what I need, and I know like the qualifications that are needed for it, okay? I know, okay, do we have to have a verification month? Is there this? You have to know the details for yourself, and it is all in eSuite, okay? So let's just all like say we're gonna do that, because it's not on anybody else, okay? It is your bonus, right? It is your business. So you are going to make sure that you are checking off those boxes. And if it's me, I want to tell you something. If I know that I'm going for something like that, I do my thing. So this one, I will tell you, if you are going for one of those bonuses, you have to have 6 loyal customers that you enroll in October that are directly under you. You cannot move them, okay? They have to be in your first line. So you cannot transfer those. So do not miss that. And it has to be in October. So guess what I do? On my diamond map, I do little 6 slash marks, and I'm like LC, 6 loyal customers. As I check off those 6, I check them off. I know that that's done, right? Then my next thing is, what do I need minimum for my diamond promotion? I make sure I have it and I have my countdown. So every time, say like Bree or Vanessa or whoever, they're like, hey, I just signed a loyal customer. I am adding that BV in and I am subtracting it from my projected volume so I can watch every move that we make. You guys, I promise you, like you get excited for a loyal customer, but when you know loyal customers are helping you get to where you're within like 200 BV or you're within like, you know, just literally arm's reach of a bonus, I can promise you, you are going to move a whole lot faster. You're going to get a whole lot more ballsy. No's aren't going to stop you. And I'm telling you, you find this like new grit and this just like new strength in you that you're like, I don't even know how we all just did that, but we just like broke through some serious glass ceilings. Okay, so you have to have it in front of you. So, and then triple and above, anybody going triple and above for the first time is 25,000, okay? So you need 6 loyal customers enrolled by you and you need to keep them under you. That is so, so big. Anybody joining right now in the month of October, if they join and go Ruby in a month, they get a $300 bonus. And anybody joining now in the month of October gets 3 full calendar months to go diamond and earn the $8,000 bonus for themselves, okay? So with that, this is kind of neat, but because it's October 2nd, it's not technically an entire full month. So they would get the rest of October, November, December, and January. Because November, December, and January would be full months. They would pretty much have 4 months to go diamond and get that bonus. Okay. Remember, come January, what are people's main goals? Health goals, fitness goals, whatever it is, right? And then financial goals, top 2. That's what we're in business with. 100%. So if we commit to running right now and what comes in January, just along with life in general, outside in the outside world, like we can literally get to pour gas on the fire. Okay. So that's what we have going on. BOGO was extended. We know there were errors. Okay. And always feel free in your chats or wherever it is, like just talk. Okay, communicate. I promise you, but just say like, hey, is anyone else having trouble? Is anyone this? You guys, we communicate with them. If something's not working in the system and it's stopping us or it's causing issues, they're gonna have our backs. Like that's what I can tell you after being in this business for 8.5 years, they will have your back. So they've extended BOGO. Make sure again that you go on your website and you can see exactly what products are on BOGO for your country. And again, even if you have somebody maybe that signed up as a loyal customer that's maybe you're in the US and it's for Canada, just pull it up on your website. That's all you have to do and it will show you exactly what's part of the sale, okay? So all that stuff and the information is right there for you. And then they extended early bird conference tickets, okay? So obviously conference doesn't get to be in person this year. I see little ones. But you guys, I promise you still the information, and if you've gotten to like get any of the, what do I want to say? I don't even know the right word for it, but how they've been doing our events so far, like from afar, you still just, you get the fire, you get the information that you need. Your vision is going to grow. You're going to hear stories that you relate to. Sometimes where things are events happening in your life where you kind of let it take you out and you're going to be like, okay, but if I chose not to let it take me out, like mine's a lot like this person's, right? And so you kind of start realizing that people, yes, they're successful, but really they're just ordinary people like the rest of us who had a goal. And we were like, you know what, we're going to give this a shot, right? And the thing is that they just chose to not let the things take them out that some people do. That's the truth. They don't let the things happening to them change their goal. It's still just as important. I promise you, people can walk away, but in 3 months, that goal is still lingering. It's still on their heart. They're still thinking of it. They didn't get any further, right? So give yourself some grace, be willing to learn, and don't change your goal. Like your goal is important. Let's see it through, okay? So conference tickets are here, and the early bird perks are to October 15th. Why? Because we get paid on the 15th, and you can pay for your ticket by commissions. Super cool. They have never, ever done that, ever. Okay. And if your commissions aren't enough to pay for it, it will just come out of the next one. Okay. That where you would be getting paid. So here's the cool thing with conference. And this is something, again, that I think our company just does so incredibly well. And you might think, well, that's an investment. Well, guess what? It sure is, but it is also a way for you to make a whole lot of freaking money. Okay. And so here's the thing. They're giving you 20 codes for somebody to join your team. 20 people can join your team for 60% off. That's across all of the countries, okay? 60% off, plus you get 5 product rewards. Guess what, you guys? If you, with those 20 codes, if you had 20 people join you, we break it down. They go for their first 6 loyal customers. That gets them their free $150 shopping spree. You get your fast start bonuses. You would make $2,850 just in fast start bonuses, okay? So you go ahead and you can do the math from your ticket to that. Okay, and then the other thing is with your product rewards, if you went and got Skinny Brew and you redeemed your product rewards, right? For a bag of Skinny Brew, when you're using your product rewards, you get 75% off. So it would be 19 bucks. You sell those samples, you guys, for the 5 product rewards, it's $81 a profit per bag. So times 5 is $405. If you use the tools given to you when you buy your conference ticket, you literally can be up $3,200 or $3,300. So again, that is a choice, right? So when people are like, well, that's a lot of money, I'm like, that's a lot of money that you're missing out on. Like, that's how I see things, you know? So again, I want you to have an abundant mindset, because if you start thinking that way and you tell yourself like, oh my gosh, $22,850, like it can cover this, like give that a value. I promise you, if you have a value behind it, you're going to go get it. It's going to excite you to go get it. Right. And then if you do the general pass, it gets you 6 codes. Okay. So 6 times 150, you can still do the math with that, right? It's still definitely, you're getting, a way to not only grow your business, to be able to promote and do those things, but you can also make a lot of money doing so. And then you also have the MVP gift box that is coming, and that looks super cool. I'll make sure to go put a picture on our team page for that so that you can see it. But again, that is in your emails that are coming through, okay? And then one thing, you guys, is that Sleepy Tea has now been added to our sample app. The sample app is only in the US currently, but it has also been added to our product rewards. So now we have quite a few products that when you're doing your product rewards, they're all ones, you guys, that are individually packaged so that you can like sample them out and make money. Remember that any product that you have on hand, you sell at retail, and that is cash coming to you right this second. Not to mention, you guys, are not even just the one-time cash thing, our products speak for themselves. So when people are trying them, we know the next thing they're going to ask is like, where do we buy them? How do we get more? How do I get my month supply? Awesome, right? So now not only did you make your sample cash, but it helped you get your loyal customers, which grows your commission check and has you completing step 2 of your steps to success, okay? So those 2 are in there. So then next, you guys, is we have a goal as a company to go Ruby. And honestly, I'm going to challenge the Diamond Hive to be a top producing Ruby team for the rest of 2020. And here's why. Most of us here joined for an extra $300 to $500. Put in the chat right now what monthly extra you joined for. For myself, it was $500. So that was Ruby. I literally had an ultimate goal for all of my business of being Ruby. And that still would have been a game changer. I'm going to tell you something. $300 to $500 extra a month equals $3,600 to an extra $6,000 a year. Okay? Go ahead and think to yourself what the heck you'd spend that on, right? What could that pay off? What would that do to your savings account? What would that do to just the feeling of having that in your savings account, right? So right now, if you have not gone Ruby, your goal this month is to go Ruby, okay? You are going to go Ruby this month. Your side business or your full-time business, whatever it is that you're doing, is going to be bringing you in $300 some plus in fast start bonuses, weekly bonuses, plus it's going to be bringing you in some monthly commission. So you are going to be pulling in anywhere from $300 to $500 a month, okay? And if you have not, or if you are past Ruby, your goal is you are going to pop Rubies. Okay, you are going to pop Rubies, because here's the thing. In this business, we see one, we do one, we teach one. Okay, that you need to there's certain lines that are just such a game changer. Inspect what you're expecting is one of them. Then the next one, our motto is see one, do one, teach one. Okay, so guess what? You're like, see one only? Because guess what? You're going to learn and you're going to gain more confidence. That confidence that you want, you gain that by doing it. Okay. And then guess what? You're going to do one. You're going to realize that you are so beyond capable of the things that you didn't think you were. And you're going to start teaching it. Okay. And the cool thing is that I always say we always undersell what we're capable of. But the cool thing is that I think that's so relatable to everyone else. And we can say, if I can do it, you sure as heck can do it, right? Because that's the God honest truth. If we can do it, so can anybody else that we're bringing into this business, okay? So do not overcomplicate Ruby. And the thing is if you know how to do Ruby and you can teach Rubies and you can pop Rubies, you're going to be going diamond. You're going to have diamonds on your team. You're going to earn an $8,000 bonus. So are other people on your team. And guess what? If you have people that you personally enrolled go diamond, that's an extra $900 added to your paycheck. Just because your friend who you invited into this business, you helped her and she went diamond because you told her she could. And we believed in her and we broke it down and we had our maps. That's why she did it. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. So here's the thing, you guys, you have to know what you want. Okay. So I want you to write it down. I want you to know what you want for this month. It is October 2nd. Do not wait till the 25th to see what all auto ships have happened. Don't wait till prelim commissions come out to be like, I think I want this. Here's the thing. If you don't know what you want, you're going to wander, right? A ship does not leave the port without knowing where he's going. If he did, they would be like floating around into no man's land. They would never get to where they needed to be if they didn't not only figure out what their destination was going to be, and then we make the plan to get there. Right? We make our route. What is that going to look like in October? So you have to know what you want. And when I say that, you guys, I want you to not only know what you want, I want you to know what it would mean to you. I want you to write down what you would feel getting that paycheck come November 15th. I want you to write down the feelings. I want you to write down what it would do for you getting that done this month. Okay. Then the next thing, you have to see what you need. You guys, you have to be able to see it. That is your vision part of things. Without vision, you perish, right? So here's the thing. If you don't know where you're going, you're just going to wander. If you can't see it, then you still are just wandering, and then you tell yourself you're not good at it. It's not that. You're just not getting specific, and you're scared to call it out, right? Because you're like, well, I might fall short. Who cares if you fall short? I promise you, if you've worked all month for it, you're going to be a whole heck of a lot farther than if you just sat there and never claimed it, okay? So who cares? Who cares if you claim it next month? My gosh, like, you know what? I did Ruby and I thought it was going to take me a year. But guess what? I got to work and I did the little steps that they told me to do. And I got there so much faster. You guys, you can blow your own mind. And I promise you, you will eventually. Okay? You will if you stick with it and you keep pushing yourself to step out of your comfort zone. Okay? So you have to see what you need. And so how do you do that? You print your map. If you have not gone Ruby yet, you are going to log into your eSuite and you are going to print this sucker off. If you don't have a printer, that's going to be on your goal, because you're going to go Ruby and you're going to have the money to buy yourself a printer come November 15th, okay? And if you get your conference ticket, you can get that a lot faster with your $20 codes, okay? So here's the thing. You're going to go print this off because you have to be able to see what you need to be able to go put it into action, okay? So how do you see what you need? You go print off your map. If you're Ruby, guess what? You're going to print off Ruby maps for your team. If you're going for Emerald yourself, you're going to go print off your Emerald map. Guess what? I still print off maps 8.5 years later, okay? So, right, we always say success leaves clues. If you can't see what you need, you're not going to be able to go get it, okay? So you have to see what you need and then you make a plan to get there. So you guys, this is the thing. I look at my month. I look at my kids' schedules. I look on the days that are going to be busy and I plan on where I'm going to show up. I set time aside. Sometimes it's 20 minutes here. Sometimes it's an hour at nighttime. Sometimes I don't get to work until nighttime, right? But whatever it is, you guys, just set it aside. Like if you set it aside, I promise you, you're going to be so much more apt to actually put the time in. And as you put the time in, you're going to see that you literally are like, oh my gosh, every single day we are all inching closer to our goals. Not just me, but my entire team is doing the same exact thing because they're going to follow you. Okay. So you have your map that shows you what you need. You're going to make a plan. If you have team, you need to know their goals as well. And you need to show them, okay, guess what? Our goals are aligning. So I'm going to be going Emerald and you want to go Ruby. This is where we're at. We're going to work hard together, and you make a plan together. And the thing is it's so much more fun not doing this alone. You don't want to do this alone. Really, you can just go so much further when we all just do it together. And then again, you guys, like I said, plan ahead. There are really, really busy days. And you know what? It's like that for everybody. But the difference is when you prioritize and you tell yourself, you know what could I take out here that maybe wouldn't get me closer to my goal? I'm sick of like putting off my goal like I've done for the last 4 months. So what can I do differently this month to change that up? I promise you it's simple changes in your life that you're like, okay, like I overcomplicated that. Like once you start tackling it down, okay? And then the fourth thing, you guys, you have to act. You have to take action. It doesn't just fall into place. People don't just get lucky. And the thing is the way that we are going to teach you, the way that we have been taught, no one is going to do it for you. Okay? So no one's going to swoop out to save you. There's not like sprinkle luck dust that just happens and all of a sudden somebody's triple diamond or they're ruby or they're emerald. No, they've made a decision and they've showed up and they're learning and they're working together. And you know what? When people see that you're working, they want to work with you. Okay? They want to work with you. You want to be somebody that somebody wants to work with. Okay? And how do you do that? You move. You learn together. I learned from people that have joined 4 days ago that are like, oh, I've been doing that even outside of this business. I'm like, girl, teach me. I don't know everything. And guess what? But I'm going to teach you what projected volume means, but you're going to teach me this over here in IT. And together, guess what? We can make an awesome team. Okay. So here's the thing. The next thing is act. You're going to do your KPIs. If you're like, well, how do I do this? Right here, literally right here. I'm going to tell you something. It is not, people don't just come in and are like naturals. They don't know how to just naturally network on social media or naturally market or things like that. We grow into what we all see as examples, right? And here's the thing though, if you're willing to learn, you will learn it. That's the thing. You will be doing it. I would have told you I couldn't do it either, but here I am and I teach it, right? I learned it, I saw it, I started doing it, and I'm teaching it. So we all have starting points, okay? But here's the thing, I want to tell you something. I know what I need to do my business, okay? I know what it is. Does that mean that it's always things that are comfortable for me? No, not all the time. But I want to tell you something. This was a game changer because right now I'm homeschooling kids. We have kids at home that are supposed to be in school. Okay. So normally when there would be a nap time for Sloan and I could get my work in, we're actually like teaching 1st grade and 4th grade over here. But this is the cool thing. When you need to sit down and use your time wisely because you are busy, this will not lead you wrong. I want to tell you something. I busted butt because I like when stuff like this comes out and I like to be able to, again, give you guys numbers. I want to tell you something. I literally did this for a week straight and I was like, I am going to freaking do that. First of all, first day, I was really slow. I was like, wow, like there's some things that you automatically do. And then there's other things I'm sure you don't do because they're just not like your most comfortable, naturally like things to do. They're probably things that aren't within my strength. Okay. So I would kind of put those off him and it's crazy how much time we waste overthinking things. I promise you, it's not just me. It's not just you. It's all of us. But what's really cool is we can look at a sheet and it's going to hold us accountable and we can check the things off. Don't check them off if you haven't done it. But here's the thing. I did this and I wish I had my stupid sheet in front of me. Okay. But I remember there were a few days I did not get 10 out of 10, but I never had anything less than a 7. And I think I had like 4 or 5 that were a 10 out of 10 on my KPI list. Okay. If you're like, what is this? This is the KPI list. Again, you can find it in your eSuite. If you are doing this, you are going to be doing this. You are going to be getting loyal customers. You are going to be getting DTs. You just are. Okay. Because you're doing everything you need to. So I held myself accountable. You guys, I signed 15 loyal customers and 2 distributors in a week by doing this. Okay. So this is what your actions are going to be. You're going to do this. Guess what? If you fall short one day or you didn't have time to do it, give yourself some grace. And I want to tell you, whatever you didn't check off that day, that's where you're going to start the next day though. You want to make sure that you're not missing the same things over and over because they all work together. Okay, so start there on the next day and just do your best. And I always tell people, instead of looking at things and being like, there's no way I can do that, I want you to ask yourself, but what can I do out of this? When so-and-so is talking about this or that, what can I do out of that? Okay, don't just automatically count yourself out. I want you to ask yourself, what can I do? Bree's sharing this tip. What can I do out of that? Whatever I don't know, can I ask the question? Can I learn it? Can I go and watch something in the evening? Whatever it is. So change your mindset up. And then this is one thing I was going to tell. So we are going to, as a team, I want people to feel empowered. Okay. And I know everyone does throughout leadership. And I'm watching the clock. And Vanessa's actually going to share some stuff with us too. But I want to tell you guys, and I want you to also do this for people that are joining you, okay? I want you guys to know that if for some reason Sarah couldn't answer my questions or something happened and she wasn't here, I want to know that every single one of you is still flourishing and growing and building their businesses, and what's happening in my life would never stop anybody else from reaching their goals, okay? So our goal is to teach you. It is not to do it for you. It is not to, have you waiting on our availability. It is none of those things. Okay. So this is the big thing is, remember, your mentor is there to guide you, not to give to you. Okay. They're going to give you time because they're going to be guiding you. They are going to be there to answer your questions. They are going to be there to do so many things for you. They are going to lead by example. They're going to have content where you could copy or you can tweak a few words and you can make it your own. But please do not wait for your person who you joined to be giving you stories to post stories. Don't wait for them to give you an exact post to start posting. Don't wait to show up in the day until they show up, even though you've had all morning long, right? We want to give you every single resource possible for you to put in the time when you can and for you to be able to do those things. And then when you have questions, you pop them off and you know that your mentor is going to get to them as soon as they absolutely can, right? You know that we're in it together, but do not wait for somebody to do the things for you or to build your business for you. Okay. So here's the thing. We have so many resources with that. And I say that because every single person is capable of it. And the thing is no one, when we started this business, no one gave us anything. Like they were like, hey girl, go watch my Facebook and do the same thing. Okay. And you guys, that's what we did. That's what got us Ruby in a month. That's what got us to Diamond in 3 months. It wasn't like, hey, here's examples. Here's things you can save. Here's things you can post. We just started doing it. We started copying it. Copy the right cat. If you know somebody's diamond or you know they're consistent as day, freaking go watch their stuff and go make your stuff and shadow it. Make it your own. Before you know it, you're going to be doing it and be like, oh my God, remember when I couldn't even think of my own post? And it kind of becomes funny, but then you know what also it helps? It helps you relate to those people. So here's the thing. We have so many resources. I always say copy the right cat. You guys, you have so many cats on this team that you can copy, okay? And I also say, if you have a team, be the cat to copy, right? Hold yourself accountable as a leader to be that example for new people, to be an example for our team. We need as many examples as we possibly can because none of us are the same, and that is the freaking beauty of this business. We don't want to be the same. We want to be able to relate as many people as we can, and the only way we can do that is by being different and being ourselves, right? And bringing in different strengths that we all have, okay? The other thing, we have albums on our team page. There are sample posts, there are pictures. I don't know if you have figured this out yet either, but Pinterest, holy Lord, it is like a landmine for content. You can get any story thread that you want and you can save it. You can start making albums on your phone. You guys, there is zero lack of content for you to be able to use and share. Okay, so Pinterest, you can use our Instagram account. Lisa, you can put that in the chat if you can. Make sure that you're on there. We save stuff. We have stories. We even, like, in the beginning of the month, like if we have things that are great for personal development, podcasts, things like that, you see it all in stories. So you can even go there and you can grab information from it. Okay, save posts as you go. So whether it be on Facebook or on Instagram, don't count on remembering who posted something cool that you wanted to share. Okay. I learned from my mistakes. Your mind, it might be a lot better than mine, and it probably is, but I'm telling you, it is so hard to remember where you saw what and when, and you will waste a lot of time searching for things. So instead, save it and create albums when you save collections on your Instagram and on your Facebook. Okay. Make lists. You guys, you have to make lists. You have to ask questions. Okay. You have to. If I am still in here almost 10 years and I am still asking questions, and you've been in for 10 days or 10 months and you're not, why? Why aren't you asking questions? Like, you have to ask questions. That's how you learn. Okay. So make sure you're asking questions. Use the team page. That is our main source of communication. It always will be right now, because that is a spot that no one gets left behind. And that is what we want. We do not want a single person left behind. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're using that. And then the other thing is host to post. Okay. So this is where Vanessa's going to, sorry, Vanessa, I didn't give you a ton of time. I know you don't need a ton of time, but she's going to give you some examples. But host a post, you guys, if you have not bit the bullet and started doing it because you were nervous, or you're like, I don't know if I'm going to be good at it, or I don't really know what to do, it's going to take you 3 conversations to go through to catch on. That's it. Like, I'm not even kidding. I felt the same exact thing. Again, it's so funny because it doesn't matter how long you've been in, things will be new at some point all the time. So whether it's because you're brand new or things change and you have to pick up the new and you use that to build, I'm telling you, things will be new all the time. We're always learning things. Things are always evolving. It is like that anywhere. It's even like that at people's jobs. I know as a nurse, we were always using new equipment. We were changing things up. We were having to have, our little, like, I don't even know what they're called anymore. They're like in lab type things that you come and you have to get checked off on, right? It's like that everywhere. This is no different in your business, right? We're going to evolve. We're all going to grow together. So host to post, it has you networking. It has you marketing. It is going to have you getting paid, and it is going to have you growing. So you have to jump on board. Okay. You just have to, even if you're new, do it. We have awesome giveaways. I'm going to be doing one of our drawings in about 10 minutes. And then Vanessa, she helped me even overcome where I felt quote unquote stuck when it came to certain things in host to post. And it is gold. It is absolute gold. So she's going to share some very specifics of where to start and things to use to really get your host to post going for October. And Quita is going, thank you, Quita. She's bomb. She is going to be the one that is going to be putting up the link for where you're going to put in your entries. And she is collecting the money for us this month and all that. So you'll see announcements on that too for the giveaway for October. So Vanessa, take it away, sister.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have Gabrielle's headphones on. Okay. So I'm just going to put all of the verbiage in the chat, but I want you guys to know that what I'm about to give you, and Sarah can attest to this, I even think Bree did this, it is gold. Okay. So I'm going to give you, I have to take these off. My kid, I had to send them all upstairs. I'm like echoing. Can you still hear me? I can hear myself. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put it in the chat, but this engagement giveaway post is going to have you having so much work that it's going to set you up for the week. And then what you do in that week is going to produce for the month. I was able to complete my steps twice this month. You guys, that's not normal for me. I shoot for my sheet of steps of success, but I was able to do it twice based on the tips that I'm about to give you. Okay. Okay. Ronnie, I think it did. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to put it in the chat, but it's the towel giveaway. I always say it like that because I was telling Sarah over a voice message and she was like, are you saying towel? I'm like, yes, I am. So here is what you're going to do to start. So once we get our giveaway going for this month, Quita already, it looks like she posted in the Hive. We're going to start collecting. But you guys, this is what you're going to post for October that is going to set you off good. Okay, so here it is. So obviously it's how do you fold towels? Okay, so that's going to be for you. And here's what's going to happen. Everybody and their nana is going to want to, Sarah's dying, is going to want to put in their 2 cents. Okay, people love to just talk about what they do. Okay, and it's a very simple A or B or C. They're going to ask for C too. C is the rolling one. And some people do that. So anyways, they love this post. And here's what's going to happen. Okay. Is when you start getting a bunch of comments, you are going to on the probably the next 3 people, right? Like if they've got good amount of friends or whatever, instead of giving them a product post, you're going to give them this towel post, and you're going to have them post for you. Okay. And it's going to go crazy, but it's going to set you up. Some people have a hard time getting 10 hosts to post up, you guys. You will not have any problems getting 10. You'll probably get more. And the thing is that on the slots of time that you can work it's wonderful because you know exactly what to do. Okay. So once they say, yes, there's ABs, you're going to have like 100 and some comments. You want to send this message to them. Okay. I love this message because it really does work. And you guys, honestly, it sets them up to post for you for a confirmation. Some people are weird. They don't want to post for you, but this is like, no, this is your actual confirmation. So this way I can keep track. So it's like very cut and dry for them. I've had so much success with this message right here. So make sure that you're copying, pasting this. I'll go back and I'll put it on the Hive, but use this message when they start commenting. Okay. So then when they say, yes, sure, I'll post for you, you're going to either give them that towel post, right? You're going to give it to 3 people. Do it for the people though that have a really good network, because that's going to blow up too. Okay. But then if you decide to do a product post, I've been using coffee posts. I'm sure there are so many amazing other ones, but I've been using my coffee one. I'll give it to you. I actually found one that Claire Flores did. Somebody posted for her and I was like, ooh, that's good. So I'm giving you actually what Claire uses. If you guys don't know Claire Flores, she's awesome. So let me give you that. Go to Pinterest, put in, I don't know, latte, coffee latte, whatever. And there's some beautiful coffee pictures. Find one that you like. And you are going to have them do this. Here it is. Okay, so this is what they're going to post for you. So if you're not giving them the towel giveaway, you're giving them this. If you need help with a product post, this is a good one. Okay, this gets a lot of people commenting. Go find yourself a beautiful picture that you like of the coffee. I feel like the coffee picture really sets it off. Okay, so you've got that, and then let's see. Okay, just really quick tips, and then I know we have just a few minutes, and then Sarah's going to go live for our giveaway. But ask everyone who posts for you if you want. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. So people that are posting for you, because you're doing the towel giveaway, and you're having multiple people also do that for you guys, this gives you a lot of people in your inbox and a lot of people to add to your hundreds list. And guess what? You're going to ask the people that post for you to see if they want to earn an extra income with you. And I want you to make it so simple. It doesn't need to be lengthy. Hey girl, just side note, have you ever thought about making an extra income from your phone, right? You guys, you will be surprised at how many people say yes. Imagine how, like, we have 20 DT codes, right? You could probably, with these tips that I'm giving you, could use all of your codes. You would be set up, what, for diamond? I don't even know. Unless you'll go double, I don't even know what rank you're at, but you will skyrocket, because that's how I was able to sign somebody. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's as simple as asking them to post. And then, hey, side note, have you ever thought about like doing something like this? And you guys, if they are willing to post for you, they are open to posting about a business. Okay. So use that as an opportunity. Ask everybody, I don't care who it is, if they're willing to post for you. And it's going to surprise you at the people that say yes, because we're always afraid like, oh, they probably don't need it. Okay, that's not for us to decide. Ask anyway. Okay, so that's my tip. And then the last thing is, okay, I already told you about the 3 people to post the towel hats for you. You'll be busy all month. Okay, Sarah's laughing. You'll be busy all month. Okay, so those are my tips. I will put it in the Hive if you were not able to copy it, but this has changed the game for me, you guys, and I plan on doing it for October. So please stop. You guys, another level today. Okay, so do you guys have any questions, or are we good, Sarah?
No, that was good. And you guys, literally, that's like a simple tweak of doing it, right? And so it's so funny because as you give the giveaway post out more and more to more people, you will have those people come in. And that's the thing. And so you may only have to share our giveaway for October one time on your page, because you literally are networking so much. And you guys, you have to ask yourself, do I need more people to talk to? Do I need to be able to add more people to my network? If the answer is yes to those, then you need to give them the giveaway post, like Vanessa's saying, is the towel one. Okay. You guys, I had a girl post that, 178 comments. I'm still working on them. Like, they didn't even make it to the September giveaway, but they will get them in the October one. But the thing is I'm telling you, is you're going to like weave through people, and you're going to get through so many different people's networks. And like Vanessa said, keep things black and white. Take the thought of how you feel. What if so-and-so responds like this? Like, you have to just take those out. Like, take the emotion out of the tips that we give you and just do. Like, literally challenge yourself. As soon as you start feeling something, go ahead and write it on the paper. It's called mind dumping. You write it on that freaking piece of paper, whatever it is that you're about to what if this, what if that. You write it out and you throw that in the trash, and you just are like, I'm going to do what she said. I'm going to go post this about the towel, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to see where it goes. And then guess what? You're going to be like, hey, to your mentor, okay, I have these comments. Tell me again, am I right? Is this what I'm supposed to be giving out to them? Just clarify so that you are on the right track. If you need help with 3 or 4, again, right? We get help with one, see one, we do one. And before you know it, because you're asking people if they're doing what you're doing, would you like to be able to post and share this and be able to make an extra income? You're going to now have DTs coming on. You're going to be getting weekly bonuses, and you are literally going to teach them host to post. And they're going to be making an income, and you're going to go Ruby, and then they're going to go Ruby, and you're going to go Diamond, and you're going to earn a bonus, and so are they. Like, that's what happens. Okay. So take the emotion out of the actions and just take the action. It is, and I'm telling you, if you are like the overthinker, I'm not joking, have your piece of paper, put down all the what ifs, all the things that are making you sweat, you write it down, you throw it in the trash, and you get to your KPIs, okay? Because you're going to be like, guess what, Sarah? Guess what, Vanessa? Guess what? Whoever it is that maybe you're working with, you're going to be like, I made it a point to do it because they said to do it. And this is what happened this month. I never have people bust through a glass ceiling and not get somewhere. Like, I really just want you to hear me saying that, okay? I never have people work through the things that are holding them back and not get further ahead, okay? We all have to break through those. I have to do it. Lisa has to do it. We all have to do it. Successful people still have to break through new glass ceilings. We create them all the time. We're just human, okay? So give yourself some grace. Know that you have an incredible team cheering you on, who are also blazing their own trail and are more than happy to help and to give and do those things. But you also have to be willing to do, and you also have to be willing to apply the tools and the information that you're being given so that you can get the results you want, okay? So we are going to rock October. We are going to pop some dang rubies. So if you're not Ruby, you're going to go Ruby, and then you're going to teach Ruby, okay? And then we are going to get everything else set up. If you have any questions or you think of things, go ahead and pop it on the page. But I love you guys. Let's have an incredible month, and let's get to work. Bye.